A potato. Oh, look at that. That's a pretty good sized potato. Not a thing. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel. We are Shorebound Farms. My name is Chastity and I'm going to tell you all about our failures in our garden this summer. I would say though that my potatoes are a success. You know, you can look at this like a failure. It's only a few potatoes and they're very small, like fingerlings. But I'd say it's a success in that I'm not going to plant in bags again. At least not in the feed bags. And a couple reasons, but it's been difficult for me to keep those maintained. This summer has been a whirlwind. I've said it before whenever we came back in July and did our videos, but June was a mess. We had a lot of personal things going on, and with our extended family that we were, you know, trying to help people out and stuff, but our family has really come first with a lot of things, and so that put a lot of our homesteading ideas on the back burner. And I planted things in the hopes that things would start to look up and I could take care of them, and we really neglected to do that in June, and we paid for it in July and August, because with the weather in July, once we got back into the swing of things, the weather in July has just been, or it was, I talked about this, it would rain constantly, and then it would just be the sunshine, and it would be like all day. One day it would just rain heavy and hard and just drench everything. It would be hard for me to walk out in the garden because it was so soppy. The garden really suffered, which has been something we've been trying to deal with the drainage on our land. This whole land has been fallow for the most part. When we bought it, it clearly was pasture for horses. The front paddock area where I am right now, I'm on the front side of our house. It is filthy. It needs a lot of upkeep and maintenance that we are trying to focus on right now. I'd sit on our porch, but that thing is old and creaky and I don't want it to fall out from under me. We do not use it. We're going to tear it down and build something else there. The other thing is, with the rain and the sun in July, it would rain, make everything really soppy, and then the next day the sun would come out and everything would grow so fast and we couldn't keep up with it. So by the time Saturday rolled around when we could get something done, then it would be hard to get to it. And if we didn't have another pressing need, then it was just maintaining it. July is usually also, June and July usually actually are also months that things grow out of control anyway. So if you're not on top of it, then it's just going to be chaotic. But around comes August, and it was hot in July, but it wasn't just pressing hot. And that, you know, I have to watch Phoebe in this heat, because if we're out in our area that doesn't have any trees, then it can be very, very hot. And we have to stay hydrated, and I've got to keep her cool the best to my ability. I've got to keep all of us cool, really. So getting her out by myself in the afternoons is difficult, and trying to do yard work. I know all you moms know that. I guess this is my video of making excuses for what's going on. But and then August rolls around, and we have had scorcher after scorcher after scorcher. We have been under heat advisory like every day in August. Let's see. It is 7:10 p.m. It is 97 degrees, and it feels like 109. And it has been a similar thing every day. The heat index is always 105 or higher, and it's really been about 110 or higher. And the evening hasn't really cooled us down any. So anyway, it's been really hard for us to maintain that garden, maintain everything that we had in even movable stuff. So we could put things on pallets, move it like we did our potatoes, and mow where we needed to. But and this is another thing, like mulching. We can't get chip drops around here, and many of the chip trucks that we've stopped, like arbor trucks and stuff like that, they're people apparently that have contracts with those chip trucks already, and so they take all their chips to those people. I don't know who they are, but when you ask them and you inquire about it around here, they take all those chips. So we have been trying our best to find different means of mulch, like, you know, and I know we could use our yard clippings, but it's hard for us to get. I think we need to get some sort of rake to go behind on the tractor so we can use that, but it's hard for us to get out right now and collect all those whenever it's so hot outside, and I have Phoebe with me, and I'm trying to, you know, keep her from getting overheated. And that girl, I thought she'd be a daddy's girl by now, but she's a mom's girl all through and through, and the girl can't live without me. She's inside with Steven right now so I can get some recording done, and I had to sneak out. She might be staring at me through the window right now. Anyhow, what was I saying? So mulching, that's difficult, but with all of this going on, and we've tried that spot over there that I showed you, or that I'm going to show you, that I did show you, I think, where we're trying to build up our garden area. We chose that spot for a few different reasons, but as of right now, that's just not a good place to do it, because that land, it's so thick with clay, and we've been working on that topsoil, and it's been looking beautiful, but the drainage over there is still really poor, and so the clay that is there it gets soppy, and it's, you know, like I said, it's very fallow. We need to run animals over all the pasture. That's our goal. That's what we're trying to do. But we need to get some infrastructure built so that we can get more livestock, like goats, maybe a cow one day, but definitely some goats, run our chickens over everything, and continue to add top layer material to those areas. What I want to do, I was talking to Steven about this, what I want to do is move our garden on into our front paddock area. So I'm going to show you our front paddock. So this is the area. It's a nice area, but we do have some things about it. So it'd be nice to get all this cleaned up in the front, clean our house up, take this, whatever it's called, our porch down here, and redo something. The soil over here is a lot better, and it's got nice tree coverage, which some of it will need to be cut down, but it also has a lot of sun at the right time of day. And it feels great over here right now. Like I'm not burning up hot like I would be in the back. We do have a tree right here. Let me see if I can show you. This is our tree. Okay, we had a tree struck by lightning a year ago, I guess. And when we called to get the pricing on getting it cut down, it was crazy. It was outlandish. I have never been priced that much. We've had trees cut down before, and we have never been priced that amount by multiple people. And then we have another tree that's right by the house that we do want cut down because it's constantly dropping things onto the house, and we don't want anything falling on the house. So with this tree that's been struck by lightning, it's just been slowly dying, so I haven't been too worried about it, but it's coming up to the point where we need to get it down now. So once we remove that tree and this tree, I want to begin on making and prepping a garden area in the front paddock area. Another reason we didn't initially do this over here was because the drainage was really poor. We have the whole neighborhood's, there's a leghorn over here. We have, the whole neighborhood has drainage runoff that runs through our front paddock area and into the neighbor's field. And he fixed it to where it runs off into a large ditch on his side. He'd been working on that for years. And so it's helping with that drainage, but we have to go in and fix the drainage on our part too, just to make sure it's all cleaned up and running smoothly. This chicken. What you doing? Did you come to visit me? So I want to work on this area, utilize the good soil that we have till we can possibly get that other area built up. I'd like to use it for something. It may just turn into more livestock yard, and we turn it into a better area for them with them running on it all the time. But as of right now, I haven't been able to grow a good garden since I had Phoebe. The summer before her, we had a really good garden. And this was before I ever started vlogging. I think probably even started thinking about vlogging. But it was a great garden. I had a ton of tomatoes that year that I canned up. And I'm definitely not blaming my child, but it has been a lot more difficult getting things done when it's so hot out here and you can't keep a baby out in this heat like this. I don't know how some people did it. I'm sure some people have discovered a better way too, but it's very difficult for me to do because I worry that I'm going to overheat her. So that's my idea. Those are my plans. And hopefully, you know, we've talked about our plans for the future. We want to build a house back here. And you know, we know that could possibly change. We could possibly move at any point. But right now, this is where we are. And we're trying our best to maintain everything, be good stewards, grow our food, take care of our animals, grow more self-sufficient. And this summer has just been a killer. And a bit of a downer with it all. But I know that it's just our learning process, just this particular turn of events. I had a bug fly in my eye. But I think moving our our whole garden area out here will be so much better. The only other thing I got to figure out is I do have a greenhouse that we want to put up, and we were going to put it up over there where we have our garden now. But now I got to figure out where I want to put that if we move the garden over here. I don't want it to be too far away. I don't know. That's something else to figure out. That is something else to think about. So for now, hopefully we will get this worked up and fixed up a lot better for our garden. So thanks for listening to me rant, go on and on. And y'all, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Like our videos, leave a comment, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye.